Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today is Walking the Village Part 3. As you can see, we had snow recently, probably about 6 inches or so, and it's beginning to melt because the sun's out. So we'll go for a wee donder down to the village centre, and I'll show you what we have. Okay. Yeah, most people here have got pretty big gardens, and everyone basically grows all their own veg and fruit in the little greenhouses and stuff. So it's one thing we love about this country. There's some cool icicles here. That's a wisteria plant there. Produces lovely pink drooping flowers in the summertime. It's just gorgeous. Well, the sun may be out, but the wind has got a fair bite to it, so it's quite cold actually. I think it's about 0 or -1 at the moment. It was about -8 last night. Dusty, how you doing? Hey. We're walking down the main street. Those are some hunters. They got a big 4x4. They go up into the countryside and hunt for boar. And up there is with the daughter's school. So it's nice and close. Cat and dog together, unusual. Up the top there is a stork's nest. It was on a tree. I don't know if you can see, well, it's gone now, but in this garden here there was a big tree where the stork was, and they moved the nest up onto there, so they'll get confused when they come back in the springtime. And I love all these old tractors. Absolutely brilliant. antiques. But I know this one still works. I see him going around in it. Very cool. There's some ice off the road. There we go. See, a lot of these houses are, some of them used to be shops here, but as the over the years a lot of people have moved into Sofia, so the shops have closed up, which is a bit sad. But since the COVID, a lot of people have actually come out from the city and bought property in all the villages, so that is helping a lot. And here we have two hardware stores. This one here is just kind of selling all sorts of different kind of things in here, tools and wire and pots and all sorts of stuff. And you've got brushes there. And across the road there's another hardware store, basically selling similar things, and even some clothes in this one as well, which is good. And this front over there is like the kind of council building, or they call it municipality. And there's a wee post office in there, and that's where we go to pay our internet and satellite stuff. That's it. And here we have a little play park for the kiddies. It's quite cool. There's a nice little kind of area here. And there's behind there is like a kind of memorial as well. You'll find in most villages, towns, there's always got memorials, which is quite cool. And this building here is like the kind of town hall or village hall, and there's a big library in there, and there's this kind of small doctors or nurses as well, but we go to the bigger town for our doctors. This is our village centre. And over there's another hardware store. He's waving hello. Hey. There's a delicatessen there. I have to watch the ice here. So we have our main shop here as well. And there's a hotel attached to the shop, which is actually handy for people. And we'll just walk here. And we have our own village swimming pool and bar, and there's like a little restaurant as well. So in the summertime this is heaving with people. It's really cool. And we got a lot of people from the other village that come to swim here. So it's very nice. Well, see, at the moment it's all deserted, because who wants to swim in ice? And there's another shop here, and just next to the shop we have a veterinary surgeon as well. So there's lots of cats and dogs come here to get their jags and stuff. So we just have a wee donder on the streets, and they have a look and see what's going on. So when you come off the main streets, the roads are obviously, some of them are not got a tarmac on them, so they're just a kind of pothole heaven. So you just got to be careful when you're walking here. It's so nice with the snow on the roof, the way it's glistening. But you notice from the other videos that pretty much every house in the village is its own design. There's no houses that are exactly the same. Oh, this little pretty cat. And if you can see him in the sun. So you can walk down here. So we do have a river close by, which is a great place to go to in the summertime and just for walks. That will be in the part 4. Walk in the village, so that will be made soon once the spring time starts to appear, and that'll be a good video for you guys. There's a lot of houses here, like this one have had new roofs put on. And obviously I think this one's had, it's been extended up a wee bit as well. Hello doggy, I hear you. You'll find a lot of Bulgarians have dogs in their gardens. Hello. Yeah, so Bulgarians keep their dogs on outside either, and a lot of them are chained up, which is a bit of a shame. But I will go along this way. Because I don't like the look of that swimming pool right there. So we'll have a wee donder down here. There's lots of gardens along here. Yeah, if you walk down that way, you head towards where the river is. And there's a lot of if people got big gardens, they tend to have lots of orchards. So they grow their plum trees and apple trees, so they can make rakia. Usually it's plum that's the most popular, and they turn it all into rakia. But there's some nice houses here. Another little doggy somewhere. Hello. You need to grow a wee bit, son. Yeah, and there's some place like this that's abandoned. But you'll find a lot of the properties are actually owned but by several members of a family, and if those members of the family move away from Bulgaria, etc., then it's hard to sell that property because you have to sign the papers. So a lot of properties are just left empty, and that kind of solves their problem. But it's a bit of a nightmare for the country because obviously people want to buy property here. Yeah, it's also kind of small areas for water, streams, because here the way the village is located, it's on a kind of slope of a hill, so there's quite a few areas where there's small rivers or streams coming down through it. We're coming to some tarmac, EP. There's someone here's got a greenhouse, but obviously with a plastic covering or sheeting. A lot of the Bulgarians use that for their tomatoes and cucumbers as well. And in the winter, because a lot of these the elderly, they can't afford to put double glazing and they've got a single pane, so they tend to light their pechka or their wood stove in one room, and they just sleep in that one room, which is usually like the kitchen. And obviously in the summertime, then they'll sleep back in their proper bedroom. Whoop, that's slippy. So it's most likely a holiday home. There's quite a few holiday homes as well. Folk who live in Sofia or other main cities, and they'll just come here for the summertime. In this village we have a population of about 600 people, but in the summertime that increases to about 2,500-3,000 people, so that tells you quite a lot. So in the summertime it's lots of people around, and it's actually quite nice when it's in the summer. And we've come up to another main street, so we'll go and have a look around here. Luckily we have quite a few farmers in the village, and they come round with their tractors that have got scoop all the ice away, which is handy, clear the roads. So there's another house there which is lying empty, looking for some love. So if you ever want to come to Bulgaria, there's always property to buy up in the villages. And if you look up there, there's another nest. And that's so cool to see all the storks. They like this village because there's the river's close by. There's a cool house because that's got 1933 when that was built. See, some people have been doing some renovations. Especially. And because the village is quite spread out, there is different shops located around the village. So people in this area here can come and get their shopping. So here's a house that's been redone. This is nice. Nice stonework as well. There's some more cracking icicles. Like awesome. It's nice how they shimmer in the light. So we're going along this way. Someone's been using that for something. There's some cracking pothole here. South Africans will be proud of that one. Someone else there with a makeshift greenhouse. You'll find with some of these houses, they're that old, they're actually made from mud bricks. So here, and that's nice and warm actually, wow. Yes, it's made from mud and mixed in hay and some stone as well. And you'll find that the mud here is very, very sticky, so that's why it's good for building. So this house is pretty old if it's got this. But the only problem with it, when it gets exposed to the elements, it tends to fall apart. And here's something else. You'll find that when you're in the villages, or anywhere, there's a black boat here with a notice underneath. And this means that someone has recently died, which is a shame. And you'll find when you pass some houses, there's usually a picture of the person's face and the date that they died. So someone has recently passed here, which is a shame. Yeah, here's here's another, some other folk that have passed. So you'll find that's a bit unusual. Obviously, if you live in the UK or America, you don't find that. It's but it's a mark of respect. It's 4 times a year the Bulgarians celebrate the dead. So they tend to go to the cemeteries, place flowers, and have a small little service. Hello. Have a small service in the cemetery for their dead loved ones. There's another type of brickwork. But this is in need of some attention. Even that brick is beginning to wear. But this house is very old. Okay. This road is like a slippery death. And here is the main road This goes where we were, where the village centre is, and along there is the road that goes towards a big town called Pleven, which is about an hour's journey from here by car. So I'm just going to walk along here, but I think this way is going to be a muddy mess, going by the looks of it. Oh yep. So it's nice in the sun. Right, I'll come back in a second. I'll move somewhere else. Right, I come off the main road and just walking up this little lane area. And this up there is where the church is. So we'll just walk up here. Some hens and a doggy. The dog there with a kind of makeshift kennel. You'll find in some of these situations the people live on the top part of the house and the animals live on the bottom part. So the heat of the animals, if you've got pigs and goats, the heat comes up off them and rise into your living space and warm up your house. That's what a lot of them do. Okay. Yeah, somebody's got keeping bees. So up there's the church. Kind of in the sun, but I'll move around. Yeah, in front of us here is like a big, well, it's a big factory of some description, but we're not sure what it was used for. But at the moment it's just lying dormant, which is a shame. So you've probably seen in my previous video, this church. So at the moment it's only used for certain things. It's not used every Sunday. There's no minister for the church for every Sunday, unfortunately. And there's a big bell there, so when someone is passed, that bell will get rung for like five minutes or something. But the church has recently had a new roof put on it, which is nice. But hopefully some point we'll get our own minister for the village church. That would be nice. now and again in the villages you'll see these big electricity tower things, big concrete, horrible looking thing. But yeah, that's important to get your power. You noticed recently this person's put double glazing in. I think that's a summer house, I think. And in the summertime, these trees look so cool because the way they're kind of linked. It's very nice. And obviously you got some 4x4 that's been up in the fields. Probably one of the hunters. Now that's a wee tractor I'd like to have. That is really cute. And that's your big factory. I shall endeavour to find out what was in the factory and what it was used for, and I'll let you guys know. There's a house here that's got big walls and the big gate. Some of the Bulgarians here like the privacy. There's another local dog. Hello. And if you walk around the villages or even in the towns, you'll see dogs wandering around with a yellow tag in its ear, and that means that it's a stray and that it's been tagged and registered. So we have kind of been up this road before. This is nice with all the snow. And in this house here, inside we know the owners, and it's very, very traditional inside. It looks just gorgeous. At some point I'm going to see if I can get some photos. Because in here, the guy who's here is like a carpenter, and he's very, very good at what he's doing. So in here, so if you can see, it looks very, very nice. I love the little summer kitchen area with wood and stuff. It's very nice. That's it. You'll find in these small villages that they have big metal bins that are used as a communal bin, and every week a bin lorry comes around and empties it. In some of the bigger villages or towns, you get your individual bin, but here everything's just trucked into one. That's a house that's been... So when you see it's got a bit of a lip at the bottom, that's polystyrene, so it's got polystyrene on top of the bricks and then a thin crust of finish on it. Hello. So that's one of these bins here. They look a bit unsightly, but what can you do? It's a bin. And there's a nice house here, which is we know as a summer house. And some people that have got a bit of money, they have, if they've got land as well, they'll put up solar panels so they can make some power into batteries, and they can put some of the electricity back into the system, which is quite cool. So this has got quite a few solar panels here. This is obviously on his land, because before this is just overgrown. And here is the kindergarten. This is where my daughter goes. See if I can just zoom in. So it's nothing special. Unfortunately, a lot of the playground stuff is very old and not been used and needs a bit of TLC. But there's only like 12 kids or something here, and apparently years and years ago this used to be busy with kids. So that's a kind of a shame. So we'll be picking my daughter up later. No doubt she's got some nice drawings for me. There's a more of this mud brick. But as you can see, this thing is leaning out, which is not particularly healthy. Oh, and here there's some chickens. Should be some chickens in here. Yep. Guys. Some nice looking guys there. This guy's got an interesting storage. So this is, I think that's power for all those solar panels, so that guy's putting power back into the system. Hello. What are you wanting? Yeah, you find if you go on walks, you always end up with having a few companions with you. Regularly in the summer, if we go for walks, we always get these same dogs that come and join us Yeah, they're stray, but they don't harm you, and they kind of see you as their kind of pack. So they're nice and they're friendly, yeah. But we don't feed them. So if you get stray dogs, unless you want them to come to you all the time, then you're welcome to feed them. But if you're not really fond of dogs and you want them to be separate away from you, then don't feed them. Hey guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you for joining me on Walk in the Village Part 3. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm a bit pooped after all that walking, so it's time for a cup of tea. And I shall see you in the next video. I shall do a part 4 and we'll have a walk down by the river and show you what that's like. So please subscribe and like and comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.